Okay, I'll talk about percentages in this video. There's going to be simple percentages and there's going to be a percent change. So for a simple percentage, think of this as a part of the whole. Now, if you got over 100%, the part is actually larger than the whole. So those words don't really work out. But in these examples, the part will always be smaller than the whole. However, we can't use it for giving 110%. Okay, so the basic equation is the part equals the percentage times the whole. And you'll have to take that percentage and convert it into a decimal, which means moving the decimal point 2 places. So here are 3 examples where in each example a separate thing is the unknown. So we've got 3 separate parts, part, percentage, whole, and in my examples the unknown's in a different place. Okay, so first I start out with the percentage being the unknown. 5 is what percent of 20? And so I've got the number 5, the is becomes an equal sign. What percentage is my unknown? And then times, because that's part of the formula, the 20. So to solve, I just divide both sides by 20. There it is. And I get an answer of 0.25, which I move my decimal place 2 places, and the decimal 0.25 becomes 25%. Okay. Second example. Here the part is the unknown. X is 20% of 6. Or what is 20% of 6, I guess I should have said. So what becomes X? 20%. I move the decimal 2 places the other way. So the decimal point is here, I'll move it there to there. Okay. And then times on these problems, so times 6. And I just use the calculator and multiply those two. 1.2 is my answer. Last question, the whole is the unknown. 20 is 40% of what? 20 is this portion of what larger number? So 20 becomes 20, becomes equals 40%, move the decimal, boom, boom, 0.40 times X, the unknown. So I divide both sides by the 0.40, and my calculator says answer is 50. Okay, that's all there is to these. Now percent change is a little bit more complicated. And you'll hear these. You'll hear that a stock went up by 2% today. Or you'll find jobless claims are down by 1%. So you'll hear about these things that a percent up or a change down or a percent down. Those are percentage change. You also have them on sales as a percentage off. A markup is a percentage increase that a company might use between what they pay for something and what they're selling it at. Okay, and actually that's my first example. A business marks up a car, so that's a percentage up by 30% after cost. In other words, we're going to start at the cost, we're going to go up by 30%. If the cost were $8,000, what will the sticker price be? So the sticker price is the new cost. The 8,000 is the old, and notice the old goes in 2 different places. And so I have 0.30 equals the new unknown minus the old 8,000 over 8,000. Here, between this and this, I multiplied both sides by 8,000. And between this to this, I added 8,000 both sides of the equation. So that gave me the answer. The new price, the sticker price, will be 10,400. And now I've got going down. Sticker price went, I got the percentage decreases the unknown. Sticker price went from $40 a share to $38 a share. So what's the percent decrease? So you take the new price, which is the 38, minus the old price of 40, over the old price. That comes out to be, when you subtract in the numerator, that comes out to be -2. And you have 40 on the calculator. That's minus 0.05. Move the decimal place 2 places, minus. And we keep the minus to say it is a percent decrease. Okay, last example with percentage change. Price on an item is now $35, and you see that that's a 20% tail. So it used to be something, it got decreased by 20%, it's now 35. This is the most difficult algebraically to solve, but I'll take you through this step by step. So it's a decrease of 20%, so I move my decimal 2 places from here, boom, boom, to there, and it's a negative 0.2. So there's my percent decrease equals the new price of $35 minus an unknown old price over an old price. Now in this first step, I multiply both sides by the x. So on the left side, this becomes the negative 0.2 times the x. The x, which is on the right side, cancels with the x in the denominator. And all I'm left with is the numerator, 35 minus x. Okay? So going from this step to this step is multiplying both sides by x. Then I add x to both sides. There we go. Negative 0.2x plus x equals 35. And now this is a tricky thing. Gathering like terms means if you have two variables or two things with the same variable with an addition or subtraction between them, and the powers are all the same, you take the numbers in front and you add or subtract them. Now, this x doesn't have a number in front. If it has no number in front, you can always assume that to be a 1. Okay, so gathering the like terms says these are the same things, same x, and they got numbers out in front, and I have a plus sign, so I take negative 0.2 plus 1, and that comes out to be 0.8. Okay, so I have 0.8x. I don't have two x's, I just have one x, so 0.8x. I've seen some people say 0.8x squared. No, this is 0.8x, that's it. And then to solve, I'll divide both sides by 0.8. There we go. Calculator says answer is 43.75.